So, welcome to this space today. I just wanted to welcome you in. And if we haven't met before, my name is Bonnie Brown, and I have a podcast called Spark Joy, which you can see it's pretty much on every platform that you could get on. So, yeah, feel free to go and check that out. But I'm somebody who is really on a passionate pursuit of my wild vision. I'm on a passionate pursuit to not let go of the things that I believe that I have that are purpose for me to live out. And yeah, and I'm really just showing up here today to really to say that I'm making a commitment to myself. And so I actually made a reel earlier in the week, and it said the most important person. No, it said you must always remain faithful to yourself. And that really spoke to me. And I am remaining faithful to the vision that I have. I'm remaining faithful to this vision that I'm carrying. And do you have a vision? Do you have a vision for your life? Do you believe you have a purpose? Do you know what your purpose is and how that gets outworked? And, and I think just like the most valuable landscape of my life right now is that as things are being stripped away and what would, have quite in a healthy way, a barren landscape. And so in barrenness, I've let go of a lot of things. And so the more important things that would help me fulfill my potential and my purpose, um, in contribution to others has been sharpened into clarity. So I have perfect clarity about actually the direction and the different uh, projects that are close to my heart that would align with my purpose. And yeah, and so I really am, I've walked this. I know it inside and out. And I've also identified you what I'm good at, what my strengths are. And so that's just been something else I've been studying this week is that, the things that, the doors that shut and, the opportunities that don't come, that they are actually providing me valuable information. I'm learning more right now from things that are not working out because it's bringing me back into, into this very narrow place of being able to see with clarity the path forward. And so this is some of the um, these are some of the lessons that I'm learning and that I'm bringing into my work to help others. And I'm holding fast to the vision that actually that there's a transformational grace that God has placed on my life that is for other people. And it's crazy when you sign up and you say, yes, I'm going to live my purpose. Um, and I'm going to align with my highest potential. It's literally, I don't know if you've ever seen Lord of the Rings, with Frodo, and he has, he's on this mission. But when you come into mission, and if you are connected with God and you have a relationship with God, when you're co-missioning with him on the mission, for the passion and the potential that he's placed in you to see that come to fruition, there will be opposition to the mission that you're on. And so even the things that I'm actually uh, gaining confidence from, I'm getting confidence at the opposition. I'm like, this is fantastic. This is giving me information. This is making me more tenacious that I'm on the right track. And I'm really looking at, different scenarios and things that are playing in my life right now. And taking these lessons, which can then be applied for others. Um, Gosh, it could be applied in so many different ways. But, if things, if you've got all your ducks lined up in a row and things really are, um, unfolding effortlessly, then I wonder if you really are actually um, going after a mission that has got juice on it, that has got the potential to bring transformation, that could actually bring, change to, millions of people. Um, because, this is what kind of what, kind of, and I like complain to God. And I'm like, why can't I just live, a more ordinary life where, maybe I just, things are just more simpler in terms of um, the vision that I have. I'm like, why am I holding a vision that is so weighty and so costly? Um, and it would be nice. I might just pick this up, it would be nice to think that I could put it down and just be like, I'm just going to put that down. That's too hard for me to keep carrying this. But I know that there's going to be so much success and victory and transformation and empowerment for other people on the other side. Because I've had tasters of this, and and I'm locked on to the, with this clarity of where I'm heading with my potential, and that I am committed to seeing the seed of my potential, cracked open so that I can, yeah, be a signpost for others. So yeah, I'll be love to hear what uh, you know, I think the key things would be, are you on a mission? Do you know what your purpose is? Are you carrying vision for your life? Are you carrying vision for your family, for your business, for your city, for your neighborhood? Have you got vision? Do you know what that looks like? Could you tell me? Could you produce a document what that would look like? And are you contending? Are you co-missioning with God, and are you having to contend for that mission? Because that is, for me personally, I think I know I'm on the right track. If there was no opposition, it was just like, green light, green light, green light all the way. And I know, sometimes I have those short kind of sprints where that can happen, but I feel like that what I'm stepping into is that I'm breaking new ground. I am a forerunner. I am a pioneer. I'm somebody who is going where no one in my family has ever been before. I was reflecting back on my grandmother's birth certificate, and it's a long story, but she was born back in the 30s or 40s, but the father of her father, his name is on the birth certificate, but they weren't married, I think, something like that. Or no, actually, he's not on there at all. And so I remember writing into the blank bit on the birth certificate that um, God is the defender of the fatherless. I wrote in the scripture where it would say the name of the father on the birth certificate because it was a declaration. And when I'm thinking about my grandma and my great grandmother, my mother, and just the generations above me of females, of women, there's nobody who is my sisters who has broken through the threshold of income and financial success in our family. It's never the females. I'm talking about women. This is, there's a threshold there that's never been in excess. And I am my vision and my purpose to be fulfilled, part of that is producing large amounts of wealth. And so, my whole wealth consciousness around generationally is that I'm a forerunner for the females in our family. And so, yeah, I've signed up to some pretty big giants to overcome. And but I've got clarity. I'm awake. My eyes are open. I can actually see. And the other thing I is that is that I'm seeing. I'm going on up. And when I say going on up, it's about I'm somebody who really lives from heaven to earth. And so I don't always look at things with the natural eyes. And I look at, circumstances, economy, things that are happening, and I evaluate it back with the truth of heaven and what heaven's saying about the situation. You know, about, and aligning that, the facts of, what's outworking in the earth and lining it with my vision and, and just being like, God, what do you say about this? Are we good? Is it okay? Can I proceed forward? And, and I think, part of this is actually me walking as a woman in the natural, because you still have to make choices and decisions as a human, even when you're, you know, um, I'm somebody who's very spirit led. I have the Holy Spirit, and so I'm in consultation with God all the time. Like, what should I do about this, God? And I'm hearing His voice, and then taking action from that. And sometimes action, to be honest, in the last like 8 months is like, I've got peace. Even though I don't have a complete outcome, I've got like perfect peace. I've got rest. And so I'm like learning all these really, interesting things right now, and just embracing the season of uncertainty, of really locking in to perfect peace and perfect vision with clarity, and that God is bringing me, is raising me up to be a voice and a leader and somebody who can come and encourage you to pursue your full potential. And and what I love to, um, I'm offering private mentoring. Um, and it's by a selection process. And so this is high level mentoring for others who want to, they feel like, oh gosh, I need somebody else who I can bounce things off, who can really hold me to that high standard, to that high vision, to that wild, passionate vision. And I'm just, I feel like I'm so close to the next level of breakthrough. And because the beautiful thing is that when you get perfect clarity and you are not operating on, on a natural timeline, is that, there's a God outcome. I'm inviting Him into the process. I'm co-commissioning with God on this purpose. And so, I'm pretty excited about it. Yeah, tell me what you think. I'd love to hear. Maybe, drop in the comments or send me a message and let me know what your purpose is. Do you know what your highest potential is? Do you know what some of those things that you could do? And is there something that you need to stop doing? Are there, some relationships that you need to let go, or do you need to make more space and time? Do you need to sleep? Maybe you're just really tired. I feel really rested right now. And and I'm just really enjoying that perfect peace. And so, that's really what I want to talk about today. And thank you so much for listening. Have a great, great week. Bye.